okay I didn't have to sign any paperwork to make this GMO plant, but I'm of course thinking about what other vectors and plasmids I could lean towards, but I'm trying to get also this transfectant device down, and it's nice to have permission to fire at will. So it's okay if I fire in the somatic body, or if it's not okay if I fire on people's bodies? Or is it okay if I fire... See, I sort of, in this, there's this idea that, how do I say this? That people would be signing a form that said they were part of an artistic project, that they were also part of a sort of medical, something like it, and maybe I should take that word out, non-medical but purely aesthetically driven somatic or germline, and I have to take out germline too, right? But can I fire at will into, say, their arm or their stomach or their forehead with raw DNA soaked in nano dust, and just sort of like, I know that in the name of Burroughs I should come up with a mouth, like a blowgun version of this, that you just go, you know, and shoot nano dust soaked in DNA into people. Because that would be more, you know.
The risk is that you have a cough and that you infect other people is larger than the DNA in there.
Yeah? So
Yeah.
you don't think just raw DNA can do much? It gets, what, digested, yeah? Mostly? What happens to the DNA when it gets inside the nucleus if large strands get in? Do they get cut up and digested?
Probably. Well, like I said, earlier, in the lab, we have a lot of trouble to get DNA into cells, and we use a lot of technological devices to do that, either calcium chloride or calcium phosphate or whatever chemicals to introduce DNA. And then again, the ones that get DNA in their nucleus, we don't know who they are, so we have to select them. So we use antibiotics and also resistant genes along with your transfected DNA to select for those cells. And it's 1 in 100,000 or even more that gets DNA in there. And so the process is very inefficient. And if you do that from the outside, and this is in a tissue culture dish, right, where the cells are just sitting there and they don't have the big skin on top of them, and they are just exposed to medium. So, and that in that situation, the incorporation of DNA is 1 in 100,000, even less. So when you spit DNA on a human skin, I don't know what happens.
Well, I mean, maybe I didn't explain the